And we are live. Welcome, everybody. I think we're live.
Are we live? Does it say on air? Yes, it does. We're live.
We're live. Welcome to our Gamescom Xbox
Press conference.
We are live. We're good. I just checked the YouTube. We are good.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm positive.
We're talking about the Xbox press conference today at Gamescom, people.
Yes. I just want to pull up the YouTube page so I can see any comments to fly through. For anybody that's joining us, thank you for checking in. I'm AJ, and I'm joined by the Rooster.
Oh.
So now, Ruiz, you did not actually check out the press conference when it went live.
I was working when it was live. I watched the VOD when I got home.
Okay. You watched it on Mixer, I would hope?
No, I didn't watch it on Mixer. I just watched it on YouTube.
Okay. Make sure you, I guess as the first anecdote, make sure for anybody that tunes in to actually check it out on Mixer, because Microsoft is giving away, again, free DLC. And they also were doing contests of content they announced throughout the show, like collector's edition of Assassin's Creed they were giving away, some Game Pass codes. I think they said they were giving away 100 copies of, was it Recore, I think? The definitive edition, I think they were giving away.
Yes, 10 copies, I believe.
Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff they're giving away. There might be more that they didn't just state. I'm pretty sure. I feel like the Forza that we got was probably one of them, but we just didn't know. But
yeah, there's a lot of DLC they're saying.
Yeah, the DLC is like the main. Just if you tune in, you get it. So that's a great plus. But other than that, there's all those contests. But overall, I mean, it wasn't. The press conference was okay. I don't think it was anything, to drool over. I think it was more just, for me, just a pre-order. I don't know about for yourself, if there's anything that you saw that really stood out. We'll go through it, obviously, piece by piece, but just an overarching.
Honestly, everything I've seen already. I'm not dying right now. Crackdown got delayed, so.
Yeah.
I mean, right now the only thing is PUBG, and that's probably going to come out like Christmas if it comes out this year, so. We'll see.
No, they didn't give us just a specific date, but they did come out and say that it would be this year.
Late 2017. That's going to be game preview version.
Well, yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of game preview games that come out that are still pretty good at that point. And obviously, it's going to be constantly getting improved upon.
Yeah, as long
isn't it also still in beta on the PC?
Yeah, it's on Steam Early Access. They hit over 8 million sales on Steam, so
it's basically the same thing in the same position at that rate.
There's a lot of bugs. You could, if you watch a stream, you'll see a lot of bugs. But I mean, people play it nonstop, basically. So.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's a very popular game. I mean, I guess we could start rolling into, but it seems it's very confusing as the way it's worded. But it seems like Microsoft has partnered with them to publish the game. As of now, like you said, it's game preview. It's like an ID and Xbox game. Whether or not it's going to stay there, they haven't really been specific. I'm going to say at least a year.
It'll probably be the same as the Tomb Raider situation because, as we know, Microsoft published Rise of the Tomb Raider as well, and that came out a year later on PlayStation. But it remains to be seen. But I doubt that PlayerUnknown is going to allow his game to not go to every platform.
No, I don't. But if anything, it's going to take a lot of zeros at the end of that check to make that happen.
I don't think it'll take a lot. I think it's just waiting out the contract, honestly.
I mean, I would say I would say if they have at least a year, if that's the case, we don't know specifics. We're just speculating. Yeah. If you take into account that year time frame, I think that's still a great capitalization. And I think for Microsoft, I think it allows them to have a game that everybody wants to play this holiday in their corner so that it increases their sales.
If they don't delay, which I mean is a possibility. Crackdown was only 2 months out.
I don't think Microsoft's going to let that happen. I think from what I understand, it was the team that's working on this was like 10 people, maybe 15, porting it over.
Originally,
And
yeah.
then Microsoft flew out their own people to do it as well.
They flew out a team of about 30 to 50 people.
So
probably.
I think they're making sure that this goes out and is ready to go.
See, the thing is that PUBG is a very hard game to run on your PC. It's not necessarily your specs. It's the combination of like everything in your rig that comes into play. Like everything has to be perfect, or you'll get some weird frame issues. You'll get clipping. You'll get a lot of issues. Lag is a big thing too. We got to see how they'll handle it if it comes out on preview this year. Because I could see it having some issues with sales if, like they drop the game and you're disconnecting every 2 minutes from it.
Yeah, that's true.
Or you're crashing every couple seconds like you do in Conan.
I mean, my hope is that they get that stuff ironed out. Like I said, I have at least some decent faith in Microsoft as a team and their ability to produce at least something by the end of the year. I think Phil knows that this is of high importance.
They'll get most of the major bugs out, but like we both said, it's coming out to the preview program first, so they'll work on it as it's out. But we got to see what state it's in when they first release it for the public to.
As long as the servers work better than Friday, I think we're pretty much okay.
Even Conan works better than Friday.
But I think they started off. While I was live streaming, Mixer was having some really crazy issues. That and the Xbox in general, I couldn't get IGN's live stream, or I couldn't get the Mixer Xbox stream to open up fully. Like if I clicked on it, the entire console would go black. It was like the oddest thing. I don't know if it was just too much traffic or what.
Yeah, I think it's too much traffic because I was reading on Reddit. A lot of people were just switching to Twitch.
Yeah, so what I did is I just cracked open. I cracked open Mixer and I just left it because on the front page it worked. Mm-hmm. So I just left it there. So the only thing that was missed out of that was they showed off some more Assassin's Creed Origins.
Yes.
Which looks really good.
He's a magi.
Looks. This is the first time I can say that.
Do you want to be a magi?
I fucking want to be Harry Potter. I don't think that's an option.
Well, you get to have a hawk if you're a magi.
All right, well then I'll be a magi. A hawk.
You could yell Senu, and he fucking just appears in the sky. And you see everything.
And then, so just preface this by, as of 95% of this conference, there was nothing new. So I mean, it was just them showing off some more stuff, as well as a couple new trailers of games. Nothing really crazy.
Very sparse on the new announcements. More of the same. Very little additional information for some games, which is a little disappointing. But we can go into each one specifically.
Yeah, so it was Assassin's Creed that opened up everything. That seems to be one of the big games that they're pushing for launch.
Wait, let's see what the multiplayer component turns out to be. So there's going to be multiplayer.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I mean, we'll have to see. I didn't really talk about anything about it. I'm going to say if they haven't talked about it at this point, I'm going to say no. I feel like that's something they would probably bring up.
Yeah.
And then, then it rolled.
You'll have to wait for 10 games down the road to get more multiplayer. That's all.
Maybe. Or maybe they could patch it in at some point.
Nah, probably not.
I mean,
Syndicate didn't have it, so I mean, this game probably won't have it either. I haven't really looked.
I feel like Assassin's Creed it works well with or without it. I mean, it works well with it, but I feel like it also works just as well on its own. So then they rolled into the PUBG announcement, which we kind of already talked about. That there's a partnership of some sort, as to which is very convoluted because nobody knows exactly what's going on. But it's still a plus nonetheless. Next, these are not in any particular order, I don't believe. Next, we had a announcement trailer for this. I believe is an exclusive. Jurassic World Evolution.
Yep. Basically, it looks like a city builder, Jurassic World style.
Yeah, exactly.
You get to build your own Jurassic Park.
I mean,
Defend against the dinosaurs.
from what I was hearing from people, that this was done before. It was an Xbox game that was like this at some point or another.
Yes, there was an Xbox game like that, but it wasn't called, Jurassic Park. It was like Genesis something. I don't know.
Jurassic Park Operation Genesis.
Yeah, you go. Operation
Yeah,
Genesis.
I just googled it because I was curious. So it's very similar to that. I said it was like Halo's War style as well, minus the fighting mechanic.
I didn't even know that was honestly a Jurassic Park game. Yeah, basically the same thing. It's a city building, but for Jurassic Park.
Yep. Looks cool. I mean, as long as it's not a full retail title, whatever. Probably be a good pickup if on the cheap.
It'll probably be 30 to 45, probably.
Yeah, probably. Which isn't horrible. Get it on a sale if anything.
Buy it for $1.
Next we had this was leaked, I would say, a couple days before the show, so this isn't entirely a surprise to the world. Record Definitive Edition.
Yep, saw that leaked. Some of you may have won it if you watched the Mixer. I watched it on Mixer.
Yep, you watched it
10
on
of you.
Mixer. I think they're 10 or 100. I'm not 100% sure.
I think it was 10.
They're giving
But
away.
I think they were giving away 100.
Or is it maybe it was
Maybe,
the Game Pass
no,
codes?
I think it was Game Pass trial codes.
Maybe that was it. So this is literally just Record just redefined and updated for the DX. There's nothing really crazy adding to it. But for those that already have purchased Recore and still own Recore, all of these assets are available to you at no extra cost. They're giving it to you for free, which I think is cool. So I mean, if you can pick up Recore for a cheap price, not on the console, if you want to get like the physical disc, I guess it's a pretty nice grab if you haven't played it yet. I personally don't really know much about it, so I haven't played it, but
It looks like people who had the OG game might be getting it for free, if I'm reading this right. Could be wrong. Also, it'll be on Game Pass, I'm pretty sure.
yes, it is. It is in the Xbox Game Pass if you subscribe to that. I know they also announced that there were a bunch of Disney titles. There was 3 new games that were getting 4K updates and HDR. It was Disneyland, Connect or Disney Rush, and Zoo Tycoon, which I have a problem with somewhat, because all 3 of those titles were Connect titles on the 360. And I'm not really sure as to A, why we're bringing them back, or B, why we take the Connect out. I mean, obviously, Connect in their eyes is dead peripheral, but
it's all about the HoloLens.
I mean, I don't see how these games could be great on these consoles otherwise.
You're going to make this console great again? Is that what you're saying?
I don't think that they're doing anything for the console at all. I think it was just them saying, "Oh, if you have kids, here you go.
Ta-da!
There's something you could do here." But
wait, you can get another edition of Minecraft.
Yeah. They announced the Xbox One X Minecraft Limited Edition console. I have to say, actually, for when an Xbox does their consoles, their limited edition, I like them, and I think this looks pretty cool. It's got that grass and dirt block look on the front, and I saw the back is like see through.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's nice, but could be different, could be better, could be worse. I don't know. different people would have different ideas.
Yeah. I mean, it probably. I don't know how exclusive it really is. I know the Gears one was supposed to be that way, and they stuck around for a while. But I mean, for fans of Minecraft, I guess it's worth it. They also came out with there's a green controller that comes with it, and then there is I think it's the pig one, like the pink thing. It's like another controller that you can buy in the store. So that's probably going to be really popular for people that are fans of Minecraft.
Mm-hmm.
They also showed off some World of Tanks, which is supposedly getting a competitive league on the Xbox.
I don't know how that game is. That game's not for me.
Not me either.
I mean,
and they also got this thing called War Stories. I'm not really sure what that is.
it requires research.
Yeah, but the thing was the trailer was not very specific on what it was. Like it literally just said
It is as it is. War stories.
maybe this is the title. I'm not really sure because it didn't really specify anything specific. I'm assuming it's just maybe the remastered 4K version if that's what they're going for. Because World of Tanks is already on Xbox.
Huh. Found something interesting.
What?
Where's the chat? Is there chat?
No, we got nothing going on at the moment.
No, I mean the chat for the thing.
Oh, there's oh yeah, on here there is. Okay. I don't know if I can click. Can I just click on it?
Should.
I can.
Hyperlink.
Oh yeah, I did see this. I don't know. Did I get rid of the call?
Huh?
Don't mind me.
Well, I mean, we can't leave dead air here. We gotta keep talking.
The read. I don't know how I feel about these, to be honest. It just looks weird to me.
They look fucking gross, man.
Yeah, they look disgusting. I don't know what the hell. Microsoft.
Reminds me of when they sold Hulk chocolate milk. It's freaking green.
That it's just weird. I don't know. I just don't get what Microsoft is doing.
You're going a little robot there.
Oh, sorry. I'm not sure what they're doing. I'm not really sure what their mindset is. I just think they need to fix it. About it.
Someone says, "How do you know when it goes moldy?" Gets 3 red rings.
It's clever. I don't know. I understand the marketing approach. They're obviously going to market with Taco Bell and all these other outlets that they can use.
Get your Totino's pizza rolls, boys.
I don't know how well it's going to benefit them, but I mean, if they do what they got to do, whatever, I guess.
They got to market. Make the monies, or just do what Nintendo does: create a artificial shortage just to piss people off.
100%. Trust me. I mean, I get it, and at the same time, I don't. Like, it's just odd to me. Okay, hold on. Oh boy. I think we're good.
You're echoing now.
Hold on. Am I still echoing?
No.
Okay. Problem solved. So basically, I don't know what they're doing. From a marketing perspective, it's just odd to me. Like I can't understand the logic behind it. I guess just to get every outlet of where they think a gamer occupies itself, in which Doritos, I'm assuming Mountain Dew's not too far behind. It's odd to me, I guess. But moving forward from that, they showed off some ID and Xbox stuff. Basically, they showed off showcase reel of games that they've already have coming out. Tacoma, PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, so on and so forth. And they also they had the dev at Cuphead come out and show off the game.
The game that everyone thought was probably never going to come out because it took 8 years.
Yep.
Not literally 8 years, everybody, just hyperbole. Comes out now after Destiny.
Yep.
Great strategy. Not really.
I mean, how much is this game? Is it retail or no?
It's like $20, I think. I
It's,
hope.
it's not going to get hurt too much by if that's all it is. Let me see if I can check the store while we're talking on Xbox.
Watch it be like $40.
I don't think they'll do that.
Well, they put a whole campaign in. It was going to be a boss rush initially. Remember that?
Browse games.
And now
Hold
it's a
on.
full game.
That's just my upset about the whole thing is I just don't see price perspective.
Can't be worse than Mighty Number 9. They sold that
definitely
for
can't be worse than that. But I mean, as long as they're not getting a collector's edition with a box, I think they're okay.
Freaking cardboard box.
It's $20
with no game. No game. $60 backer. Cardboard box you got to put together. No game.
Yes.
Manual too big to fit in the box.
It's $20.
Good times.
So
figured.
That's not too bad.
But how are you going to afford all the DLC from Destiny without any money? Can't spend $20 in Cuphead.
I mean, I'm not having said problem, but I guess I think the timing's bad, but I understand why they're putting it out when they are. I wouldn't necessarily have chosen right after Destiny. Maybe wait till November 7th if you want to put it out for the X. Put it the same day. You'll get people to impulse buy. But
comes out before the X.
I know. That's something I was going to get to later on is the timing of the X. But just keeping with.
They should just have put a flat release date on the day PUBG comes out since they delayed Crackdown. That would be a slight system mover.
I think they're doing that because just in case, if let's say they said like November 14th, we're going to bring out PUBG or whatever. And then it turns out they need another week or two. I think people would be more pissed at them if they
did it with Crackdown.
Yeah, but Crackdown was already getting shit
with
on.
The Xbox One X.
It was getting shit on, and then it got delayed, and then people got pissed. So I can see the reason why they didn't want to do that again.
People are saying, "Oh, it's going to get canceled. Scalebound incoming."
It's not going to get canceled. It's way too far in the production process, and it's also not It's also not Scalebound because the people that made Scalebound were funneling the money elsewhere. Microsoft wasn't keeping an eye on them too well.
But sometimes keeping a project in development and finishing it when it's a turd ends up being Duke Nukem Forever. Now, 20 years versus 5 years, a little different, but still the same thing.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be. I think it'll be out. I don't think we're gonna have that problem, personally.
Sorry, no, I'd rather just wait for E3 next year and see. Hopefully, the new CD Projekt Red game they're working on.
Yeah, I agree.
It's going to be Cyberpunk 2077. Twice the size of The Witcher 3 open world. So we'll see how big that is.
And then
anyway.
And then we had, at least game trailer wise, they showed off some more Middle Earth Shadow of War. And then I think that game I'm excited for, but I'm terrified for the microtransactions because I still don't know enough about it.
Say that again?
I said I'm terrified. I'm excited for the game, but I'm terrified for the microtransactions.
Which game?
Middle Earth Shadow of War. Lord of the Rings game.
Yeah, we had that discussion.
Yeah, that's why I'm not going too much into it. It's just I'm just nervous because I don't know enough about the microtransactions to come to a conclusion on.
I'm saying it's a very slippery slope once you start adding microtransactions in a single player only. Mm-hmm. Well, it's not single player only game this time. There is a multiplayer component, but when you start having it in a game that's primarily single player focused,
Yeah.
it's a twisty slope because it's not just cosmetics either. It's
No,
gear and
yeah, it's
things to help you progress in the game. So it really comes down to how bad do you have to grind for these things to get progression.
yep, exactly. That's exactly what they said. Like they said that it was you would be able to unlock all this stuff in game, but the fact that you can't um actually
That's
if you can go in, buy yourself a shit ton of stuff and already be the best in the game and you can complete the game in
See, the
hours.
thing is, that statement, just by making that statement, is damage control because it's going to be a grind. They wouldn't say it if they had confidence in that everyone would be able to progress through the game and finish it without having to grind
Mm-hmm.
a significant amount if it was the case. But they say that because they know it's going to be a pain in the ass for people and they'll just probably give up and buy something.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope it's not complete RNG because then you're going to be buying a lot of shit.
Oh yeah. I I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm probably gonna be the guy to still get it because I feel like this is the year to there's so many games coming out that I have to make sure I try everything, and there's so much of it. I don't know if I'm gonna get it right away though. I'll see.
Mhm.
Um, another related news, I guess. We also had they talked about because a lot of people are trying to say that the Xbox One X doesn't have enough support. There's not a lot of games coming out. Nothing's announced, so they came out and as per I think it was one of the heads at Xbox, they said that there's over 100 titles as of right now that are confirmed for Xbox One Enhanced as of this day and time. And he iterated and stated that that's not saying that that's all that there is. As time goes by, more games are being added to the list. Um, so I'm going to presume that this is just going to keep going. I guess that the truth is behind that it's not that hard for them to port it over.
Mhm.
So I think that's why there's so much support. I'm looking at the list on MajorNelson.com if you guys want to take a look at some other point in time. If you go to the top of his list, there's a tab for Xbox One Enhanced. Some of
Also
the
on Reddit for people if they're
yeah,
not sure.
that's true. A lot of the launch titles, like the games that are coming out this fall, are on here. Darksiders 3 is on here. Dead Rising 4, Diablo 3, Dishonored 2, Dishonored. Trying to pick out games that are not actually games that are coming out this fall. Fable 4, Final Fantasy
Well, why don't we
15.
just read the whole list? It's not.
I mean, we can. It's gonna take me a while.
I'll read it right now.
Okay, you can take over for that one.
A Plague Tale, Innocence, Anthem, Ark Survival Evolved, Ashen, AC Origins, Astroneer, Battlerite. Below, those two last games do not have 4K HDR or 60 FPS confirmed, just enhancement details. Black Desert Online, Brawlout, Chess Ultra, Kinky,
I guess the
Code
best way
Vein,
we can say it
Conan
though, just as a
Exiles.
quick, a lot of these games, I would assume if they're, I would say,
They are confirmed to have enhancements,
yeah,
but not 4K HDR 60 FPS confirmed for most of them. Arc confirmed 68 FPS HDR. A lot of them for 4K. The thing you want is 60 FPS. I don't care 4K. I don't care HDR.
yeah.
1080p is fine. People say, "Oh, my eyes, my eyes." It's nonsense. Okay. Yes, the picture is better on higher pixel counts
I
because
would,
it's smoother,
yeah.
but it's not necessary. You can live with 1080p. You can live with 4K. I mean, it doesn't matter.
I would
As long as
probably,
you're not playing with like PS1 graphics, you'll be okay.
I would probably want 1080p 60 as opposed to 4K 60 or 4K 30. I think
It's the gameplay's more smoother
exactly.
when you have 60 frames because it's drawing twice as fast. I'd rather have
100%.
60 frames than have 4K. I mean, if I wanted to go full balls out, I would invest in a better computer rig, and I could play 4K 60 FPS
Mm-hmm.
with HDR. But I mean, it's not necessary for me to enjoy that. If I wanted to, I could, as do a lot of people that game on PC can do that. Um, Not everyone has a high-end rig, but a lot of people can run 4K games, 60 FPS. It's their
Exactly.
choice.
Oh yeah. It's all at this point. It's just giving you more choice. Um, I think it's getting to the point where the consoles are up to the PC spec, so almost.
I mean, honestly, if we're getting to the point where we're spending $500, $600, if it gets to $600, I'm probably gonna stop buying consoles. But we're getting to the point where consoles are starting to become pricier than graphics cards. Like if you get a budget graphics card,
Hmm.
like I can get a used 970, which will run 4K uh, for pretty much anything almost
Yeah.
for like $300, and sometimes it's a little more usually. But I could get that and throw it in my rig, and I'd be fine on my desktop. And you don't have to upgrade as often as you think on a PC to be able to play games. If you want to stay on top of the line, of course, but I mean, anything that's the case. Consoles, PC, everything, phones.
Yeah. Exactly. 100% true. Um,
You'll get more mileage out of a PC, but it's just simpler for some people that don't want to get into that to buy a console.
all right. So I'll let you continue your.
Okay, so we left off Code Vein, Conan Exiles, Crackdown 3, Danger Zone, Dark and Light, Darksiders 3, Dead Rising 4, Deep Rock Galactic, Diablo 3, Dishonored 2, Dishonored Death of the Outsider, Disneyland Adventures, Dovetail Games Euro Fishing, DB Fighter Z, which is DBZ Fighter Z, whatever, Dynasty Warriors 9, EA FIFA 18, Elex, Elite Dangerous, Everspace, F1 2017, Fable Fortune, Fallout 4, Farming Simulator 17, Final Fantasy 15, Firewatch, For Honor, Forza Horizon 3, Motorsports 7, Gears of War 4, Gravel, Halo 5, Guardians, Halo Wars 2, Hand of Fate 2, Hello Neighbor, Hitman, Homefront The Revolution. Why would anyone buy that? Injustice 2, Jurassic Park, Killer Instinct, Killing Floor 2, Kingdom Come Deliverance, Life is Strange Before the Storm, Madden NFL 18, Mafia 3, Mantis Burn Racing, never heard of it, Metal Gear Survive, probably won't get it, Metro Exodus, Middle Earth Shadow of War, Minecraft Xbox One Edition, Minion Masters, Monster Hunter World, looks pretty decent, NBA 2K18, Need for Speed Payback, I guess, Ooblets, Ori and the Will o' the Wisp, gonna be a tearjerker, Outcast, Second Contact, Outlast 2, still haven't played it, Paladins, Path of the Exile, PUBG, Portal Knights, Pro Evolution Soccer 2018, Project Cars 2, Quantum Break, Raiders of the Broken Planet, Railway Empire, Real Farm Simulator 2017, Recore, Resident Evil 7, Rime, Roblox, Robocraft Infinity, Rocket League, Rush, a Disney Pixar adventure, Sea of Thieves, Slime Rancher, Smite, Sonic Forces, Star Wars Battlefront 2, State of Decay 2, Steep, Strange Brigade, Super Lucky's Tale, Super Hot, Surviving Mars, Tennis World Tour, The Artful Escape, The Crew 2, The Darwin Project. That's the survival that like MOBA thing, right?
okay.
Elder Scrolls Online Morrowind, Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim Special Edition, Last Night, Long Dark, Surge, Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, Titanfall 2, Ghost Recon Wildlands, The Division, Train Sim World, TT Isle of Man, Right on the Edge, Warframe, Warhammer End of Times of Vermintide, We Happy Few, Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus, World of Tanks, WRC 7, FIA World Rally Championship, and Zoo Tycoon.
So now there are two things to note on here because these are games that everybody wants to know about, and I'm a little confused as to why this is. One is Star Wars Battlefront 2, which they confirmed at the show that was going to be enhanced. One game that's not on that list that's quite surprising to me is why is Destiny 2 not on that list?
Sony.
Yeah, but that should. What do they have? A not like you can't have a better version elsewhere? I don't think you can do that, can you?
So the
Or can
more
they just?
reasonable explanation is that they cannot optimize it for 60 FPS, 4K HDR on consoles to keep parity between consoles, which would be a reason for them to hold back on any enhancements uh, because they're getting paid by Sony. So if they don't want to, so let's say for instance, we'll assume here that if they could do an enhancement on the Xbox One X and they can on the Pro, they would probably hold off. But in the more realistic sense, I'm going to say that their engine really doesn't allow it on consoles the way it's optimized to allow it upscaled. Uh, and then on PC, they'll allow you to 4K 60 just because you have stronger hardware in your PC to do that versus the consoles. That's would be my logical explanation. Is it's an optimization issue that consoles, both of them, even the new ones, can't do a 4K 60 FPS kind of deal, and they just want to keep parity on the console versions. And if they try to do 60, it could be an issue, and they want to just keep it safe, keep it how it works, how they know it'll work, 1080 30, and then on PC they'll go let you go crazy because that's how it always works.
I guess I don't know. I just don't know how I feel about it.
Because
I mean,
when you say it into yourself, you cannot tell me with a straight face it doesn't sound ridiculous, because even Sony, it would be ridiculous to do that. It's more likely like an optimization thing with their engine in the game.
I mean, I feel like that there might be some improvements, and I feel like you're gonna see when this game comes. You're not gonna see it when the base game comes out. You're gonna wait till the Pro comes out or the One X comes out. Then people are gonna do side by sides to see.
Of course they will, but it's gonna run the same. I think it might be faster loading, and the graphics might be slightly better just because it can process better than the current graphics card and the.
I personally think it might be a Sony thing, because even if you think about it, I just looked again. Excuse me, Call of Duty isn't on this list.
Call of Duty,
and you don't think that and they've already said in an interview that they're optimizing this game to the best of their ability on every platform.
I have no doubt it'll be optimized on the Xbox One X.
Do you think that they're not allowed to say anything from either perspective because Sony told them that they can't? Because I think that for like something like Star Wars, I think that that's just I don't think that's like an exclusivity like DLC, that kind of agreement. I think it's just they're like they market by Sony. I don't think that there's
it's probably a contractual agreement that you won't agree to advertise specific things. So like, unless Sony wants to do it first, then you could advertise on the other side. But
that's what I'm thinking, because I'm very surprised that neither of those games are up there.
Conspiracy theory to be like, oh, they're paying them not to optimize their game. Like,
well, no, I'm not gonna say.
I know you're not saying that. I know you're not.
I think it's more of they're just not allowed to say if it is optimized.
People will be like, oh my god, Sony's totally buying them out. They won't optimize for the Xbox. It's a sham.
Frabba. I mean,
the same thing. Battlefront 2. They don't confirm anything specs wise for the enhancements. It's just they will have an enhanced version on the Xbox One X. I mean, what do you expect? Nothing can be confirmed until the game's out. Honestly,
true.
And by that I mean the One X patch for that game, because some of these games are out. Some of the games come out before the Xbox One X comes out.
Well, I think almost everything is out before the X comes out, if I remember correctly.
Not everything, obviously not, but obviously a lot on the list is out already. But there's a lot still not coming out yet or officially released. Like you have Elite Dangerous on preview. You have Fable Fortune that's not coming out anytime soon. Comes out later.
Yeah, I'm looking right now. I think
2 still hasn't come out. What the fuck?
I think almost everything comes out before.
Metal Gear Survive is definitely not. PUBG is definitely not.
Well, no, PUBG is not, but that I think everybody knows is not coming out.
Battlefront 2 is not.
Does Battlefront 2 doesn't come out before? Are you sure?
Drops in November.
Is it the week before? I'm pretty sure it's still before.
No. It's definitely not. I'm pretty sure it was the 2nd or 3rd week in November.
I'm checking right now. That'd be epic if that launched at the same time, but I don't think it does.
Doubtful.
It's pretty far down the list on Xbox. 11/14, so it comes out a week after. Okay, so then I'll be able to play. Oh, all right, so that's fun. I've been trying to find a game that comes out after the X, so I don't feel like I fucking have all these games. I've already played them. How the fuck am I gonna play the upscaled versions at that point?
I ain't touching Gears, that's for sure.
No, I'm not gonna touch Gears for a while. I feel like I might not get the Wolfenstein or Call. Maybe I'll play Call of
The
Duty on
I like
multiplayer.
you say the Wolfenstein. I'm gonna get the Wolfenstein.
No, it's an entity. It's a being.
It is a thing.
I probably won't play. I feel like Assassin's Creed and Call of Duty. I might play Call of Duty's multiplayer, but I probably won't touch the story for the cinematic style. Because see, Call of Duty multiplayer, it's just like any other Call of Duty. I can just hop in, hop out. But I feel like between what I have now, Destiny, I'll probably play, and between that, like Marvel vs. Capcom and all these other games that are coming out, I probably won't get to it anyway. Because October is usually a pretty hectic month for me anyway.
Yeah, we're gonna get fucked on October.
Yeah, between Comic Con and I'm with work, I got a lot of stuff going on. So I mean, probably not ideal for that. So I guess it's best that the X comes out for myself in November because at least I have some time to play it at that point.
Mm-hmm.
But
the real question in everyone's mind though is when's Marvel?
What do you mean when's Marvel?
When's Marvel?
Oh, I know what you're talking. Okay, probably on Saturday, I think. But I'm trying to think anything else for Gamescom that was announced. I don't think so. I think that was everything. They had a bunch of trailers like introducing stuff, but it wasn't anything. I don't personally think so. The big thing at the end of the press conference is even though he couldn't be there, Major Nelson, they had a video of him unboxing the Xbox One X Scorpio edition.
You went, ooh.
For those that purchase the Xbox One first day edition, it's very similar in that regard. It is. I'm trying to find an exact link. Let me pull up. I guess my Best Buy. That works.
My Best Buy.
It's. I would say it's basically the same thing as if you get. It's just a little design changes. Very minimal. Like the controller, I know has on the front, Project Scorpio. Here we go. Okay. And it has on the console on the front and the left side. It says Project Scorpio, and the actual top portion of the console is I'm trying to think of the best way to explain it. The way it's printed on, like it's like a two-tone like color scheme, like it goes from dark black to light black. Supposedly the people that do the controllers are the guys that actually did the case for this.
Also, if you're really kinky, it comes with a vertical stand.
Yep, vertical stand comes in the package only on the Scorpio edition, but you can purchase the stand separately from what I've heard from multiple sources on Twitter.
Obviously, it's not the Scorpio edition.
No. But as of said point in time, which is where I was kind of waiting to hold off on this, all the Project Scorpios, and I'd say a majority of both the base Xbox One X and the Project Scorpio editions are completely sold out everywhere. I did a quick browse before the show, and the only place that we noticed that they were still available was the Microsoft Store.
I can do it right now on Best Buy.
You sure? Because when I checked before, they were gone.
I am doing checkout right now.
I guess they might have added some more because I know that was sold out too. Yeah, they must have gotten restock. I could tell you right now that
probably only delivery. I'm sure because it's auto selected on release date.
So here's the fun actual story. So when I pre-ordered it, I was online when they went live, and I went on Best Buy, pre-ordered it, but you couldn't pre-order it for in store. You can only pre-order it for shipping. About an hour or two later, in store came back as an option. I guess they held off on doing them at first, so I switched my order. So now I'm just gonna pick it up Monday night, I guess. But or yeah, Monday night it would be. But yes, but as I can see right now, they're not available for store pickup. So I'm assuming it's strictly now online only.
And you probably should hurry if you want it.
Yeah, I wouldn't wait more than a day because I feel like by tomorrow or Tuesday it's gonna be sold out.
Let them do the Nintendo thing. You know, suffocate you.
Basically. But the sales have been pretty solid, it seems. I mean, with stuff going in and out of stock, that bodes well. I mean, you might have people pre-ordering it and then canceling it or whatever other
It always
reason.
falls through for whatever reason.
Yeah.
I mean,
but also in the packaging, and I think this is also on the regular consoles, not just the Scorpio edition, you get a 1-month Game Pass subscription trial and 2 weeks of Xbox Live.
oh my god.
I would suggest Game Pass. I think that you get your money's worth with the amount of games you get to try out and play.
We have most of them.
A lot of
Yeah,
them are games with gold titles. That is true. But there's still
Or
games in
some
there
of them
that
we've played already for other reasons, but
yeah. But I would say overall, if you look at the content that's in there, and if you're new to coming into
for
Xbox,
people who don't have a lot of games and you're getting your first Xbox or you're coming back after a while, it's a good option.
I would say so.
At that point, it's the same thing as PS Now.
Yeah.
So if you have PlayStation, I honestly haven't really looked at the catalog for PS Now, but you download it on the Game Pass and you stream it on PS Now, so it's a little different on both ways.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I would expect it to be opposite, honestly, because you think Microsoft would be toting out their Azure cloud, servers.
You would think, but I guess they felt that it just worked. But people wanted the ability to download them and just take them wherever.
And how many games are using these servers? The only one confirmed as far as I know is Crackdown, right?
The cloud servers, yes. To my knowledge, I think it's just Crackdown that I know of.
Come on, Microsoft, get your shit together. The power of the cloud for one game.
Power, unlimited power.
Just for one game, and it's for Ted Cruz.
Yep. But yeah, I think I mean, like I said before, overall,
Do you think he's gonna yell "power" when he levels up in Crackdown?
I hope so. I think that was really it though for Gamescom. Like I said, I was like meh about the whole thing. I was just sitting there watching it because I wanted to pre-order the console. But there was nothing there that really blew me away. I was happy to see that they finally said that Battlefront 2 was getting X in hand support. So that's a game I'm really looking forward to. But other than that, they didn't really show anything that's getting me extra excited for it, I guess.
Yeah.
And then I guess we can also say that GameStop is running, if you're pre-ordering at a GameStop, they're running in a trade promo. I didn't think the trade promo was that great. Maybe for the S, but not for the old Xbox One. If I pull up their actual flyer,
from what I understand, it's 200 on the 1S and 100 on the original.
Here we go. It's for the Switch and the PS4 Pro 200. The PS4 and the Xbox One S is 150, and the Xbox One is 100, as per GameStop's website.
I know they were saying add-on coupon for the trade-in value.
I think that's what they're doing. I think it's like a straight flat promotion. I don't think they're gonna do anything else with it.
We'll see. But as of right now, that's what the price is at.
Yeah, that's not enough for me to move a console. I'd rather just keep them.
But as you all know, if you're not aware, the One X will cost $499.99.
Yep.
Sales tax applies to your local states and 100%. International equivalencies for your currencies.
Also, if you're interested in diversifying what you get with the X, if you don't get the Project Scorpio edition, you can. It seems like you can now get it also back on GameStop. It wasn't available before when I checked. They also have these different bundles ranging from bronze to gold tier. Just to give you guys some heads up, you got the bronze Xbox One Elite controller bundle, which is $600. It comes with the Xbox One X and the Elite controller. That's not a bad purchase if you're interested in getting one, because they're usually $150. So they're only charging you 100. Not a bad buy.
I am always skeptical of getting any Xbox controller because the one thing I hate about Microsoft is how quick the controllers will just shit the bed.
I got the Elite controller. It's actually really good. I've
I
had it
heard the
for a few.
biggest thing is like the grips come off after a
Yeah, well,
while
I mean, I've got the insurance through Best Buy. I think it was like $20. They replace no matter what goes wrong. So whatever.
for a year, right?
No, it's for like 3 years.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, it wasn't really.
I got that for the VR, just in case.
Then once the end of the
Fucking
yeah,
go for a nosedive.
that's it. You also they have another version of a bronze, which is with another Xbox controller, not an Elite, 12 months of gold, and a surge protector for 583.
That's one of those new design ones, right?
I don't think it's a design one because it's no, it's just a regular red one. It's not one of the new ones they just came out with.
Lame.
Yeah, the new red one, the magma lava one that they came out with was so cool.
And if you don't have surge protectors already, shame on you. You don't need to buy that.
I would agree. You probably should have that by now. You have the silver one, which there's two versions of as well. The 658 would be it's a Xbox One X. The Xbox controller, it's a different one. It's the Recon Tech controller that's only available at GameStop.
Camel?
3 months of
Camel?
gold, and the Xbox One XO3 gaming headset from Turtle Beach. I used to use them. I don't have them anymore because I'm trying to stray away from wires. They were pretty good actually. Turtle Beach is a very good headset company, and also you have the Xbox One charge and play kit, and also a surge protector.
If
And
I could
then
use my mic right here on the computer I have set up, I would be perfectly happy using
I'm
the.
waiting for that day for them to do external mic support. I don't know what the fuck Microsoft's thinking about, but
That'd be the main reason I would switch to PC. To
I
be
would
honest, 'cause I have
I
a
would
great mic.
throw I would throw my Xbox headset out the window if they offered external mic support because I would just get a fucking Bluetooth headset and call it a day.
I mean, the PlayStation Bluetooth
Yeah,
right
they have
there.
the Bluetooth headset, but they don't have.
If that's a deal breaker, PlayStation's got you covered.
Yeah, but PlayStation doesn't have the external mic support either.
It does.
Does
Bluetooth.
it?
Bluetooth support. Yep.
Oh yeah, but I don't. But the Blue Yeti, I can't. It's on Bluetooth though.
That's not a snowball.
No, fuck the snowball. But then they also have the $699 Elite Silver Bundle, which comes with the Xbox One X, the Xbox Elite controller, Call of Duty World War II, and the Xbox Triton Camus stereo headset. I used
And
to
a
use
banana.
the Triton ones are okay. They get uncomfortable on the ears after a while. I had the Halo Reach versions.
They are a little stiff, but some people
Yeah,
like that.
and they have like leather ear cups on them, and they but they're not like cushioned enough. So if you wear them a while, they kind of smush to your head, and you start feeling the plastic on the other side. I didn't like them.
If you like Tritons, it's because you love it pound when you're raising the volume to the max.
And we also have the gold bundles, which they're both $800. One includes the console, the Elite controller, the Astra A40s, and Xbox Elite Pro scuff adapter kits, which seems like it comes with different thumbsticks and a grip on the back of the controller, and 6 months alive. And the other one includes the wireless controller, World War II, Triton stereo headset, Forza Motorsport 7, and 6 months of live. If I was a consumer, and let's say you're coming in cold, See, it's hard because the one bundle comes with the game with 2 games. The other one doesn't come with any. If they
I
did,
would try and get anything with the Game Pass because that is the best option for anyone coming into it.
well, none of these bundles come with Game Pass. It's just the bronze come with, I think it's 3 months. Bronze and
Day
silver
one
come with
Scorpio
3
Edition does.
months. Well, yeah, but I think all the consoles come with the 1 month. I think that's just for people to get interested and hooked on the.
Then I would suggest if all of them came with a 1 month Game Pass trial, get the cheapest launch edition. Not necessarily the Scorpio Edition. If you're really going to get a 1X, and really think on it because it's $500, and work with the Game Pass, and you'll see. You go work out what kind of games you like playing on it, and then because there's all
Well,
different
I mean,
genres on there,
I would
and then
assume that as of this
work from there.
point, they've been gaming for a little bit to know what they're interested in.
Yeah, but playing on an Xbox controller is different from playing on controller or on a PC. Every controller feels different. Just like if you play from controller to a mouse and keyboard, it's gonna feel a lot
Yeah, that's
different.
true.
I mean, to
I
me, it doesn't matter because I will play regularly on my laptop, on my desktop, my Xbox, my PlayStation. It doesn't matter.
mhm,
But for somebody who is dedicated to a certain thing, switching over to something else is foreign to them.
true. If I was to say, but then I'm thinking from a different perspective as him. I'm thinking you probably can get used to a controller and the format of the Xbox. I
Well,
feel like
you're saying that they're green coming into the Xbox here. So
I would say that they probably maybe picked up a controller at one point in their life or another. I know a lot of people actually do use Xbox One controllers on their PC, just because they feel it's more comfortable. I'm not saying that's everybody, just saying that a lot of people do. I would say best bang for your buck. The only thing that deters me from this set is probably a the headset. Hold on, I think we actually have a comment. I don't know if it's on this though. Hold on. Nope, not on that. That's on the other video. I will address that in a moment. But I'd say the silver for $6.99. But like I said, the headset's a deterrent for me because I don't know how good they are. Oh, shit. But with the elite control, even the bronze with just the elite controller, I really like the way the elite controller feels. I like the ability to customize the joysticks and the D-pad. I've actually done it a few times. I haven't stuck to one. I think, and the weight and the durability of it, I feel like I'm using a better product, and I feel like I somewhat perform slightly better. Not saying that that's the case. It just feels like with the ability to upgrade the joysticks and actually put them up where they're a little taller, so I can actually hit them, as opposed to sometimes using the Xbox controller. There's been times where I've actually missed the joystick. That's just me being stupid, but I feel like it's a. I wouldn't. I mean, if you're gonna pay the 150, I'd probably say no. I got it on sale, so I wouldn't say that's a good option to pay the 150. But for only $100, I would say go for it. I mean, if you got people that are spending, if you do the design lab and you wanted to max that thing out, where you had like the metallic finishes and the engraving on it and the rubber grips, you're talking already over $100 for a controller. So I mean, at that point, you're better off just buying the bronze edition. You get an actual really good controller that actually will last you a very long time. That's at least my
that's the
belief
elite, right?
behind
But
it.
you can't customize it.
No, you can't. But at that point, I would rather have something of better quality as opposed to being able to just say, "Oh, it's mine. I customized it."
But
that's my.
have you gotten one that's customized? You can't really say.
Well, I've used. You have to realize I mean, what you get from the design lab, the controllers are the same as what you get in the box. I mean, they're not any different. They're like the Xbox One controllers. They're not anything construction.
Hold on, remember you can customize everything, including sticks, triggers, everything.
Yeah, but it's just look. It's cosmetic. It's not anything specific. It's not like you can like put in specific.
Or you could do what most people want if you really want to customize controllers. It's crazy. Get a scuff.
Yeah, I just think
Just straight up
if
buy
you're
a stealth
gonna
controller.
if you're gonna spend, because I'm pretty sure if you do the design lab, you're automatically spending. I think it's $70, and then it just goes up from there if you keep customizing it with the engravings and the metallic finishes and all the other stuff. Personally, I think you're getting a better quality controller and durable with the Elite than you are with that. Not saying that the Xbox One controllers aren't durable. I'm just saying that I think that
I would say that.
the Elite is more durable, and the weight, and it makes it feel like it's a more premium product to go with a premium item that you're already putting fucking $500 down for. But
I don't
obviously,
know.
it's consumer preference at that point. I mean,
Yeah, it is, and it comes down to your personal choices and preferences. But
if any of you have
um,
any questions, please feel free to reach out to us on Twitter or Xbox or whatever. More
or
than happy
comment.
to help you make any decisions that you think you might need help with. Or even if you have questions about games that are out now that you haven't tried or whatever. I mean, we are more than happy to help answer questions, and
Mhm.
we don't really, we're general consumers. We're gamers as a whole. We don't stick to one console. I game a majority of my time on Xbox just because that's where my library sits. I have a PlayStation for the exclusives. It's not really anything in particular that makes me not play PlayStation. It's just a personal choice, I guess.
Yeah, it's just he's been used to Microsoft, and that's what he prefers. And if anyone's wondering, no, he cannot foray into the Steam world too much because he rocks apples.
Yeah,
Not
I'm not a very big PC guy. Not, but I grew up on PC. I just my lifestyle as is. I feel like I'm just very. I need things simplistic. I don't really feel that. I don't really do that much to it to need anything that I can customize or any of the other stuff. I feel like it'd just be more of a headache for me. Um, but trust me, I see the benefits of PCs, and gaming it as well, which is why with the new computer I just purchased, I decided to get something that's a little more gaming appropriate if I decide to go that route. I know obviously I don't have the same open windows and options as a Microsoft or any kind of PC in general, but
you mean
Windows
Windows
is a
or
platform rather, yeah.
whatever. Yeah, Windows is the most malleable of the platforms. Linux you can do a lot of stuff with. And, uh, Mac is a little bit more strict compared to the other two.
Yeah, they've gotten a little more flexible on the whole gig, and the like I told you guys when I first made the decision, the new iOS is incorporating the ability to use external GPUs. So if I feel the need that, let's say I decide one day and I want to game on my PC more, that'll give me the opportunity to do that. You could do it now, but a lot of the options are not optimized very well, and they don't actually help your performance. So this would be with the iOS would be the first time that they're actually able to be optimized for gaming and stuff. But no, it's just me, I guess. I've always jumped around a lot now that I think about it because I was always console, then I jumped on Guild Wars to PC for a little bit, and then I jumped back to console, and I never went back.
He's topsy turvy, everybody. Topsy turvy.
Yeah, I don't know. There's not when I guess when I can see, I like playing with a controller, and when I can see games that I want to play, I can get them on the Xbox and as well as the PC. I guess it just one leans that way. I just like the achievement aspect of Xbox, and to be honest, I think all of
He's
our
come too far to give up on the
yeah.
Xbox because he's got way too many achievements.
Yeah, that's not the 100% factor, but I don't see what
That's a pretty big factor.
my perspective is. I think that the Xbox Live community and all of our friends play on Xbox. I just feel like that whole community aspect is a little stronger there.
That's the most important part.
And I
And
think
that's
that's
why
why
a lot of people are stuck with certain consoles or just playing on PC. And even if they want a console, they don't really get it. Just because you play what your friends play. If you really want to be social and play with people, you play with your friends. And if your friends have an Xbox, you get an Xbox. Friends have a PlayStation, you get a PlayStation. If they're only on PC, then you don't worry about it. You just rock a PC.
yeah.
Because that's really what everyone's in it for. When you play multiplayer games, it's a social aspect. You're playing against other people, you're talking with other people. And when you play with your friends, it's just like you're hanging out. You're just, online instead of in person.
Exactly. But like I said, especially for the community aspect, if you guys decide that you want to join the Xbox family, ever want a game, trust me, I'm always on and always down to play with new people. I actually, you know what, I gotta say, and this is, I guess, involved with the new UI and all this other stuff that they're incorporating into the Xbox over the last year or so, is that looking for group thing, minus Friday the 13th, that thing is great. I use it for everything.
Having that patch on both consoles is a great thing. I think it's called Communities on PlayStation. It's a similar idea. It's really helpful because when you want to find a game and the multiplayer is, for whatever reason, jacked up. I know people did it a little bit with For Honor when the matchmaking was crazy. You play private matches. You do it with Friday the 13th still, which is pathetic, but it comes in handy. And when you're looking for people to help you on ranked, you want to get a group of 6, like for Overwatch, for instance, you go on there, you find people. People aren't as good as they want to say they are, but you could find a group on there.
Yeah. I've definitely done a few achievement looking for groups. That's a little harder because it's more of a niche kind of thing. But I know we use it for Friday a lot because Friday still has issues. But I think it's great. Just the fact that they encourage, even like you said, PlayStation does the same thing, that they encourage you to find people that play games that are similar to you, and it's not just what it used to be when we were growing up, and it was like you would get a game and you would literally sit in a room by yourself and play.
This is good business. They want you to build communities. They want you to make friends on their console, because then you feel obligated to stay with your friends if they jump to the next generation of that brand's console. So, say you make 5 good friends online, and even you're crazy enough to meet them, in real life. If you're good friends with them and they get a PS4 or PS5, for instance, or Xbox 9 billion squared, whatever the fuck it is, you'll be more inclined to follow them because you know that you like them and you enjoy playing with them and hanging out with them.
Oh yeah.
Versus jumping to another console.
I agree.
Unless there's like some serious fucked up shit going on, like PS3 costing $800, $600. That's a little crazy.
I mean, yeah, I and also I guess another factor is just the backwards compatibility. I know for a lot of people that's hearsay. That like, I never go back and play a game. I have. I can actually admit to that. So I've taken advantage of the ability to do that. There are games that I've owned that I haven't actually put in from the Xbox 360 that are backwards compat that I've now decided to play because I don't have to go plug in the Xbox 360 again. So I mean, there's just a lot of different things, I guess, but I support all. I even support the Switch. It's great. But I guess before we can continue on another rant, I think that's it. We thank you guys for checking it out. Obviously, make sure you guys like and subscribe, and if you have any opinions or comments, please leave them down below. I believe sometime later this week we're going to throw up another episode of our podcast.
We're going to throw up.
Yeah, we're going to throw up all over YouTube. Yeah, we should have another episode of the show up. We won't probably do as in-depth of a conversation on Gamescom. Maybe an update if Ruiz pre-ordered his at that point or not. But I think other than that, we'll probably be very high level, and we'll talk about whatever else goes on in the week. But thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.
Adios.